Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the recent statistics that shows that net migration in the UK is still on the rise. The UK government sometime in 2023 come up with some measures to restrict migrants from coming to the UK. But with all of these measures being put in place, net migration is still on the rise. If you care to know more about all of this, you need to stick with me to the end of this video as I'll be diving straight into some of the details. If you have the intention of coming to the UK in 2025, you can still do so. Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, my name is Victor. In this channel, I give latest updates on ways you can study abroad, ways you can migrate through the skilled workers migration route, just like the information I'll be sharing with you right in a minute. So if this content looks exciting to you and you gain value for this video, you can hit the subscribe button so you can join the amazing ever-growing family. And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch my video. I do appreciate. So guys, let's get straight into today's video. UK governments have reviewed some statistics that shows that net migration actually reduced in 2024, but the percentage at which it reduced is not what they envisage. In 2023, UK government put up some measures to cut down net migration. They start with banning international students from coming into the UK with their dependents. International students that are studying one-year master's program from coming to the UK with their dependent effective January 2024. They went further to also restrict carers and senior carers from coming into the UK or switching into the health and care visas with their dependents. They also went further to also increase the salary scales for skilled workers, those that are applying into skilled workers from abroad or within the UK, right? They increased the salary scale to 38,700. All of this is to reduce the rate at which migrants come into the UK. But guys, do you know what? With all of this restriction being in place, the net migration actually reduced, but the number at which it reduced does not reflect all of these changes in totality, right? The number of international students that come into the UK to study reduced, but the number that came is still very much high. The number of carer and senior carers that have applied into that visa since the restriction from bringing in dependents come into effect is still very much high, though it's not as high when compared to January 2023 to December 2023, when you just oppose it with the figure the UK government released from January 2024 to December 2024. Yes, January 2023 to December 2023 is higher, but the percentage is not much, right? This to tell you, people are still coming into the UK even with this restriction being in place. Then for skilled workers, even with the fact that the government has increased the salary scale from the initial 26,000 to 38,700, the number of skilled workers coming into the UK is still very much high. This to tell you, employers are still willing to pay that amount if you have the right skill set and you meet the set criteria. So guys, don't discourage. If you've been nursing the ambition or the intention of coming to the UK as a skilled worker, keep upskilling yourself, putting that effort, applying for a job, you can still get it. Take a look at the breakdown of all of this from this video I'll be sharing with you just in a minute.
So here is it. The visa application data in this release provides statistics on numbers of people with an intention to enter the UK for work and study reasons. So obviously on 4th of December 2023, what we already know, the government announced a lot of changes to the immigration rules. All of these changes came into effect in February and March of 2024, and this affected different visa categories. It affected a lot of people in the UK. So for work visas, this is the statistics as you can see here. Figure 1 shows that monthly numbers of health and care worker visa applications from main applicants increased from 4,100 to 18,300 between February 22 and August 2023. So following the addition of care workers to the shortage occupation list, monthly applications have decreased since August 2023, falling to 2,000 in December 2024. So in fact, there were 21,300 applicants from main applicants for health and care visas between April and December 2024. So 82% fewer than the same 9 months in 2023. So this followed policy changes affecting social care workers and their family members introduced in March 2024. However, falls were seen since the later part of 2023, likely due to more scrutiny applied by the Home Office to employers in the health and social care sector and compliance activity taken against employers of migrant workers. So monthly applications for dependents on the health and care worker route increased in line with main applicants, peaking at 23,300 in August 2023. Applications for dependents have decreased since December 2023, falling to 3,900 in December 2024. So there were 42,500 applications for dependents on the health and care route between April and December 2024. That's 76% fewer than the same 9 months in 2023. Okay. In contrast, the monthly number of skilled worker visa applications from main applicants were broadly stable between January 2022 and March 2024 at around 6,000 applications per month. Applications temporarily increased to 10,100 in April 2024 before reducing again and falling to 4,200 in December 2024. So there were 50,900 applications for skilled worker visas from main applicants between April and December 2024, 6% fewer than the same 9 months in 2023. So applications for dependents on the skilled worker routes were broadly in line with main applicants. There were 42,900 applications between April and December 2024, similar to the same 9 months in 2020. So for study visas as well, this is the statistics, right? So figure 2 shows that applications from sponsored study visa main applicants in January to December 2024 was 407,900, were 14% lower than January to December 2023. So there were 22,600 applications from dependents of students between January and December 2024. So that is 84% fewer than January to December 2023. This followed the rule changes that came into effect in January 2024, which prevents students from bringing dependents apart from those studying postgraduate research courses or courses with government-funded scholarships, right? So these were all of the policy changes.
So guys, you find out the number of migrants coming into the UK on a study visa, skilled worker visa, and the health and care worker visa is still very much high. Though it's not as high as it used to be, but the number is still very much high when you compare all of the restrictions that have been put in place to cut down net migration in the UK. So if you are planning to come into the UK in 2025, you can still do that, right? Leave all of those news that is going around the corner. People are coming in on a daily basis. It all starts with you. You need to put in that work, right? If you are coming in as a skilled worker, you need to upskill yourself. Make sure you have the basic requirements that will qualify you for that role. And you start applying for a job. It's really competitive, but if you have the skill set and you have the experience, you can still get it. And employers are willing to pay that amount if they get the right applicants for the position they advertise, right? And for those coming in as students, you can still come in with your dependent if you are studying masters in research, right? But first of all, I advise you need to be sure of your academic and performance and be sure that you are able to go through the rigors of masters in research here in the UK. If you are sure of that, you can apply into it and come into the UK with your dependent. People are coming in with their dependent. Masters in research require more academic research work and the likes. If you are sure of all of this, why not? You can apply into it and come into the UK with your dependent, right? Employers are willing to pay the 38,700 minimum amount that you should pay to skilled workers. They are willing to pay that. So if you have the right skill set, you can apply into it and you can come into the UK as a skilled worker, right? And for those coming in as students, right, you can either come in, if you are a single person, you can apply to come in to study. Afterward, you can look for job with visa sponsorship. But if you are planning to come in with your dependent, you need to come in through masters in research. And from the statistics, so many migrants came into the UK on that same route. So guys, 2025 is just starting. If you still have the intention of coming to the UK, you can do that. But you need to put in the work and position yourself in a pool position to be able to leverage on all of this avenue that is available. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. If you gain value for this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can share with all your friends and leave a comment on the comment box what you think about the subject matter we just discussed in this video. See you in my next video.